Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving with the topic complete roadmap to becoming an Python expert. I wanted to make this video earlier, but I went with the flow. Today I am making this video for the students who really want to know how they can become the expert in Python, especially if they are transitioning their career in AI. Although after learning the Python, you can go, it opens the door to many career opportunities for you. It is not restricted to AI only. You can become web developer, you can become web scraper, you can go in the cyber security, you can develop the desktop applications, mobile applications. There are plenty of options available if you are going to become expert in Python. My many students ask me this question like how I can start learning the Python and when I will become expert in a Python if I'm transitioning career into AI. So I have divided this like the parts of the Python starting with the core, how you can go from the like the basic level to intermediate and then specialization. Okay, it will clear your vision. I will tell you the average time duration too, how much time it will take for you, either you are from non-technical background or technical background. So stay with me till the end of the video. Keep learning, keep patience with science, data science. Okay, so let's start. Hey, before starting, I want to give you the key recommendation on to make your Python journey smoother. Number one, set your clear goal. This is very important. Okay, like if you I am not saying this thing because you are learning the Python. This is for every skill. Okay, if you have the clear vision about the position you want to become, this will help you to like set your mind as well. Number two, it will also guide you what kind of the things you need to learn using the language. If we talk about the Python, you don't need to be master in each and every library. Like for example, if you want to become data analyst or if you want to become data scientist, there is a difference between both positions and the libraries you are going to be master in the Python library. There is also difference. The libraries which the data scientist is going to be learn, it doesn't mean data analyst also need to be learn those libraries. So that's why to set a goal is very important. And even you are not going into the AI, even you want to become a web developer. Okay, because there are plenty of options in the development too, right? So that's why this is important. Okay, second thing, plan your learning timeline. This is also very important. If you are working, you need to like think how much time on daily basis you can give to your study, but 2 hours minimum is must. Okay, and second thing, if you are setting your deadline to achieve your goal, it will keep motivate you, it will keep like pushing you towards your goal. If you don't have any deadline, then you will say I will do tomorrow, I will do tomorrow. So it will start linger on and you start piling up the things. Even you are doing the boot camp or degree, it happens. Okay, so we don't want that. Always set your deadline. Third, learn continuously. Okay, AI or once you are in the IT field, IT industry, it's a continuous journey. It's not restricted to AI, it's not restricted to development. It's a continuous journey because every day new technologies come up. We have to update ourselves and you have to learn on daily basis, especially in AI too, because it's experimental, right? You are doing anything, maybe you invent something new which nobody else has done till so far. Okay, the other thing is keep patience, stay consistent. This is also important. Whenever you are transitioning your career, you need a lot of patience because everything is not going to be done in one day. Okay, and you are not going to be expert in a one day. The other last thing is whenever you are like stuck in somewhere, it doesn't mean you don't know anything. Many students get frustrated. My many students like come to me, they got frustrated. Nija, I am not able to grab this thing. I'm not able to type the code. I'm not able to understand the data visualization, model building. Why? I'm reading so many contents. I have watched this video. I have watched this video. I'm still stuck. Okay, so the thing is when you are stuck, just take a help of Google if someone is not available. Okay, and most important thing is There is a no problem if even you are like looking at the code and you are copy and pasting the code from the Google. If you know the logic, you know what method you want to apply in your application, you understand the logic, you understand the flow of the code, then what is the problem? You don't need to type each and everything with your hand. Okay, every time, I'm not saying you don't type the code, you should type the code, but every time whenever you stuck and you are thinking, if I will take something copy and paste from the Google the code into my like the notebook, I do you will start thinking, oh, I don't know the code. It isn't like that. Okay, don't feel the shame or don't feel in that way. Okay, so the most important thing is I will tell you the 20-minute rule. Okay, I'm following till today. This the time the since I started my career, I have a 9+ years of experience in development, and on top of that, AI. Total experience my is above 16 years. Still, I am using Google. I always use Google to save my time because I understand the logic, I understand the workflow. Only need to type the code. Then I just, if I don't have a time, I just copy and paste. If I'm stuck in somewhere, even then I take a help from the sometime chat GPT or Google, right? So this is a part of our learning. Okay, there is a no shame in this. Just you can use it. Okay. The other thing is, I will say some students have also complained when I will become expert in any programming language. This is the most common question from the every student. Okay. So you will only become expert when you will work on the real time use cases. Whenever you are at a learning stage, you are learning, right? You are learning, you are implementing, you are learning, you are implementing, but you are not working in real time industry right now. Okay. Because it is not related to programming only, this is related to every skill, right? Till you don't go into the industry, you don't work in the real time, you did not face the real time scenarios problems and give the solution or fix them, you are not going to be expert. You will automatically become expert when you will start doing the real time use cases. I also become expert only when I joined the industry. When I was at a learning stage, I solved the small problems, use cases, right? I then at that time I understood the logic actually. If I am facing this kind of the scenario, I used to like a think in that way. I don't stick onto the one solution. Never. I always think like I should prepare one or two solution for the same problem. If this plan is not working, this will work. This is a way how I become expert. This is my way. Okay. If you want, you can also follow that. Okay. At initial level, it will take time, but you will become expert. Okay. Believe me. So here the career path selection using Python. I am sharing with you the top positions to transit your career using after learning Python, but there are plenty of options too. The first one is AI, no doubt, right? Web development, desktop applications, you can choose any career path. I'm assuming if you're choosing any of this path. Okay. Now we will move ahead. I have divided this like the Python journey into steps. And also I will share the duration, how much time it will take for you, even you are from non-technical background. The first step is whenever you are learning anything like any programming language, today we are talking about the Python especially. So you should understand where you are going to write the code. This is the very most basic thing. First understand what is Python. This is open source language, high programming language, compatible with all other languages. You can embed it in the Tableau Power BI too, and you can also embed the SQL too. Okay, so this is, I'm just giving you the example, but there are many other options available in the Python. That's why everybody love it. Okay, and now you can by default on all operating system Python is available. Either you are using the Linux, either you are using the Mac or Windows. If you open the command prompt, type Python, you will see the environment, black and white. Okay, and if you don't want to use a command prompt, you can use the Jupyter notebook. Here you go. This is the one. You can use a Jupyter Notebook, you can use a Google Colab, you can use Visual Studio Code, you can use PyCharm. Okay, these all are free. Anaconda is a one like your free open source software. You can download it. You will find Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, Studio Code under this. This is the navigator actually. Okay, if you want to learn how to install, then you can watch my Python playlist. I will show you the all tutorials after at the end of this video. Okay, and then Google Colab. If you really want to understand the what is the difference between other environment Google Colab, you can also again watch my playlist. But I will give you the little bit recap. Google Colab is provided the free source as a Jupyter Notebook. This is also a Jupyter Notebook by the Google. It is easy to share if you want to work with the team, with your peers, you can easily share your notebook with other students. You don't need to download and then attach into the email. This is the biggest advantage. Second biggest advantage, it is very faster than other environments. Okay. Third most important thing, you don't need to install anything on your system. Okay. Good to go. Just open the Google Chrome, type Google Colab, sign up using your normal Gmail account and start working. That's it. So it will only take you 1 day. Even if you are from non-technical background, it will take maybe 1 hour more than the technical person, but you will be able to do in a 1 day. 1 day doesn't mean you need to spend 24 hours. Even if you spend 3 or 4 hours, you will be able to understand this. Most important, just try to understand the difference between each IDE environment. Mostly industries use Jupyter Notebook. When you are at a learning state, they use in academy or university, they use a PyCharm. Visual Studio Code is very popular because you can write the GitHub queries directly into that. It is easy to connect with the GitHub too. So this is a first, now you understand the language, you know what is Python. Now you know which environment you are going to use to write the Python code. This is the very most basic first step when you are starting your Python. Okay. And the next is you are learn Python fundamental. This is the core part I am talking about right now. I will tell you when you are done with the core portion of the Python. This is for everyone. Either you want to go into the AI web development or this one, because we will divide now frameworks or the Python libraries according to the career options too in the upcoming slide. Okay. So in this, you need to work on the arithmetic operations, control and conditional structure, loops, user input, basic data types, integers, strings, floating point, typecasting. It will hardly take you 2 days. Again, I will say, if you are working, you can spend 2 hours a day. If you are non-working and you are a student, you can spend or dedicatedly give the time, then maybe you will be able to finish this up in a 1 day. Okay, it depends upon your speed too, how many breaks you are going to take, but I am sharing the average time. Okay, in this, like I have told you the minimum hours too. Okay, so here, like arithmetic operators you are going to use when you are going the data manipulation. If I give you the use case of house sale prediction, you may want to find out the average, you may want to find out the some addition of the two numbers, and you want to find out some calculate, that arithmetic operations will work. Okay, conditional statement we use to filter out the data. This is very popular. Okay, and loops, definitely if you want to iterate over the like the data frame like I will tell you in the upcoming slide. Okay, this is using Pandas library. Okay, so, in short, you can connect it with the table. If you have the table, you have the columns, you have a data, and you want to fetch out or iterate over a one column, and you want to print each and every value, at that time loop is useful. User input is dynamic input. Very simple example. When you are signing up the Google form, it is taking the input from the user. This is called user input. Dynamic. Simple, right? Basic data types, strings, integer, floating point, what are those? How you declare, that's it. Typecasting means if you want to convert string into integer, integer into string, float into integer, that's it. It's a very simple method. It's a just piece of code type, that's it. Type is for check that like the data type, sorry. If you want to convert integer into float, you will say float brackets, pass the integer inside it, that's it. It's very easy. Here I would like to one tip, definitely. Either you are from non-technical or technical background, your goal is right now not to cram the code. Just understand the logic. Okay? How, when, why. Okay? You should understand the syntax. Okay? And then understand why you are implementing this function at this stage in your application. What is the reason? This is important to understand. Then only you will not struggle later on when you are implementing your any application or you are working on real time use cases. If you don't know which method you are going to apply, why you should use this method at this time, then you cannot be master in any language. Okay, so this is important. Don't try to cram the code, just understand the logic. When, why, how. That's it. You don't need to be like try to be expert here in the like the writing code. You will definitely you will write the code, but don't try to be waste your time too much at this stage, because I will tell you why in the upcoming slide. Okay, so stay connected with me. So now we will move ahead to the next slide. I think it got hang. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so now, okay, we are very far away. We will go here. Okay, now the third step is you need to work on built-in Python methods and functions or data structure like strings, list, boolean sets, tuple, dictionary, list comprehension, user-defined function, lambda functions, iterators, exception handling, and so on. I will tell you where you are going to use it. So you will have the clear vision. Strings we need when even if you are going in the development, you are going to handle the text data using the string actually. Okay, that's why it's required. If you want to become an NLP engineer or you want to do the text analysis, this is going to be your best friend. Okay. List boolean built-in methods. This is we use to list to like store the data in the sequential order. Number two, sometimes you need to convert your array into the list to do some manipulations during AI data analysis. Okay. Python sets and built-in method, very popular. This is also the like your data structure to store the data. Okay. Python dictionary, again built-in method, very popular. Tuples, these all are the data structures. You can store the data in this, but at a different ways you use it. You are not going to use all data structure in a one application. Sometime, no, but not all. Okay, it depend upon your requirement. Again, I will say you should know when you are going to use list, when you are going to use set, and why, how. That's it. Okay, then only you will be able to understand the logic of these all methods. What the mistake student does here, when they start learning any programming language, their goal is not to understand the logic. Their goal become to expert in writing the code actually. This is a problem with every student. That's why they just these things bother them a lot when they just use the real time cases. Okay, that's why I'm saying you just try to understand the logic why you are running behind to learn this thing at a deeper level at this stage. You don't need it. Just try to understand these are the methods you need. Either you go with the any career opportunity for the Python. Okay. Exception handling is very popular. This is in the development too. I have used it many times. Even you need it in the data analysis too, like in AI, because it handles your exceptional errors. Catch them and handle them. It is very useful to show the user-friendly message to the user. Okay. I will you can start watching, you can follow me on my Python playlist. You can start because I used to add a one video in the Python playlist. Okay. So you will learn Python step by step. Okay. Again, it will take 3 or 4 days. Don't try to cram the code, just understand the logic. How, why, when. Okay. This is the way how you will become expert. And believe me, you will only become expert when you will work in the real time use cases. I will give you the solution of that thing as well. Okay. Just try to understand the right now journey. Now we will move at object oriented programming. This is also the core part of Python. In this, you will learn classes object, handling, inheritance, operator overloading, logging, and this one. Logging is very important. I will say you must also learn the debugging as well. I forgot to mention here. Okay. So debugging is very, very good, like the library in the Python. It will help you to understand the code, how it is running actually at behind. It will clear your logic. Okay. Again, I am saying you don't try to be right now just typing code. Don't get involved so much. You have to type the code, I know, because you are learning the programming, but try to understand the logic and when, why, how, what. Okay, this is important. You can take the help of the Google if you are forgot the code, right? If you is for example, if you know I want to measure the length of the string, I want to reverse the string, right? You know the logic and this is a perfect solution to your problem, but you forgot how to write the code. Then go to the Google, take the help, right? And then when you are typing the same thing again and again, it will automatically start hitting your mind. Okay, this is the main thing. And you may be thinking how we will clear the then technical round if I'm not practicing the code. I'm not saying you to not practice the code. You have to practice the code, but try to understand the logic too. Because when you know the logic, you will start automatically typing the code when you are even like typing it by looking at the Google. It will start fitting in your mind. Don't try to cram it. Okay. So now here you need to do these classes again. This is we use so we can write everything under a one roof. You can use the classes and object notebooks as a module to in another file. Okay. Here logging is very popular. This will help you to track the each and every like the execution of your code, and if you are occurring any runtime exception handling, it will create a log for that. Okay, so this is very important and it will take you only 2 to 3 days. Either you are non-technical, technical, it depends upon your, but even the non-technical person can learn the classes in 2 to 3 days. Okay, again the rule is spend minimum 2 hours minimum. Okay, now we will move ahead. You are done with the core programming now. That's it in a four steps. Okay, so this is important. Okay, now till so far I'm not saying you will become expert, but at least you should know which method, what functions you should start with, which is the core functions, which is important and mandatory, and what they are doing, why I should use this. That's it, because you will become expert because you are going to get a plenty of chances to type the code actually. Okay, till so far our goal was to understand the logic of the functions, what functions you need to learn, and how you are going to implement at what time. Now we will move ahead. This is now your time to begin your specialized journey. Now from here you will start becoming expert. Okay, so first of all we will talk about the, as I told you, I have divided the Python libraries and frameworks based on the your career options. That's why I was telling you in the start, you don't need to be do mastery in each and everything in the Python. Okay, look at this. If you want to become data analyst, data scientist, or NLP engineer, or any position, these libraries you are going to work with. Okay, so if you are we use these libraries. This is very special for the data analyst especially because their main core area is to work with the data visualization to prepare the dashboards. Okay, so this is NumPy, Pandas. NumPy you are going to use to handle the arrays. Pandas, you are going to use the data manipulation. It will create your data into the tabular form. And again, you are going to work with the here list, tuple, dictionary, strings, because you will get the data in real time, not with the single data type. You may get the mix of strings, floats, boolean, integer. That's why I was telling you, like in the previous slides, don't try to be like a master, or don't try to be spend too much time right now. This is the time you are going to spend again in detail. Here you will start becoming expert actually. You will pick up some real-time use cases. You are going to reapply all methods here according to your requirement. Okay. So these are the inbuilt libraries, very popular, very useful. Matplot and Seaborn are used a library for data visualization to plot the graph. SciPy is for stats. It will again take your 4 to 5 days, believe me. Okay. Don't try to rush. Spend some time now, 4 to 5 days. Okay. Minimum 2 hours. Okay. Again, this is a rule. Minimum 2 hours, and you can complete these libraries in 4 to 5 days again. NumPy, Pandas, Matplot, and Seaborn and SciPy are a very big libraries. Don't try to be expert in each and every method here too. Okay? Because the thing is, when you are doing the real-time cases, every real-time case has the different requirement actually. Okay? If you are using plotting the one graph for house sale prediction, it doesn't mean you are going to plot the same graph for heart disease real use case as well. It will be different. It is a different problem, different way to like handle it. If you have done the core part of your Python, you need, it's a time to think which method I should apply here. That's why I was telling you at that time, you need to understand which method at what time, how you are going to implement. Okay. I think you got it now, why I was forcing you to just spend understand the logics only. Okay. So this is the thing. Again, don't try to be master in Matplot, Seaborn, NumPy, Pandas at a deeper level. Every real use case has a different way to solve the problems. You only need to understand the logic only. Few methods are common, but few methods are not common. Then you can Google it. Take the help of Google because you have the good understanding about this is a library I can use. I don't know only the method, then I can find out, right? But you know this method must belong to Pandas library. This graph must belong to Matplotlib, right? So this is the way how you can become expert. These all are open source free library, although this is a part of Python, but you have the very good like the sections libraries belong to Matplot and Seaborn and SciPy. You can like look at those. If you want to learn this in detail, I will show you my data visualization playlist. I used to upload one video on data visualization too. Okay. Now we will move ahead with the step 6. This is your frameworks and Python libraries for machine learning and deep learning. This is your AI journey is started actually, right? So you can learn any framework, Django or either Flask. Okay, this is you use to for the deployment actually. I'm not saying you need to be expert, but you can work on any one of this. This is going to be the plus point for you if you are learning the Python. Okay. TensorFlow and Keras we use for deep learning algorithms. Scikit-learn is for your machine learning. Again, just understand the logic. What is the use of scikit-learn? There are so many algorithms come under this. Okay. At a first initial level, you need to be go through the all top most common algorithms and the popular too. Okay. Again, try to understand the logic only. Okay, because when you understand the logic, you will automatically start typing the code. Okay, and then stats model, this is for your statistical. PyTorch is another framework. This is very popular. You can use it, is very high in demand. This is we use to connect your like the Python code, and plus using this form this one you can create the APIs and you can connect your through the API to the GitHub, and you can also use for the deployment. Okay. And then beautiful soap and selenium, again this is the most important part, but it is optional. If you use it, this is the biggest advantage for you. This is we use for web scraping. If you want to become data analyst, because you need to collect the data sometime from different resources, data set is not available actually. In that scenario, you need to use this. Okay. It will take you 20 to 25 days, all these libraries. Okay. But these are the mandatory. Okay, you can choose a one of the framework, this is your choice. Okay, but even if you learn one of the framework, you are going to be expert. Okay, then you can do the specialization in one of the framework at a more deeper level after going through this stage. Okay, And from my my experience says you should learn these all libraries. Okay, it will take your 20 to 25 days. It may take 1 month full. Okay, it depend upon your speed, your time. Minimum rule is 2 hours per day. Okay, and then you can also choose one of the deployment tool, that is Streamlit. This is very easy. It will not take you so much time. Okay, most important thing is also try to understand the pipelines too. Okay, because Flask or Django give you the option to the like this, because you are not going to run each and every code in the pieces, right? You should work in like that way. You just click one button, it will just fetch the data from the backend, either from the GitHub, and throw onto the front end when you deploy your model. This is also the most important part. That's why you need to learn some frameworks, APIs, and your deployment section too, along with the libraries. Okay. And here, the next one is Python libraries and frameworks for your web development. Okay. So these are the one, again, Django Flask is common for both. Okay. Fast API, this is again, I told you why we use the APIs, right? Some students use the APIs to scrap the data if you are learning the web API. Okay. And API is also we use for deployment, and when you are streaming the data, and then you are predicting something, and on the front end you want to show the results, recent one. I have done the COVID-19 forecasting model, like the project. Okay, that was a real time. So I was fetching the data using the web API, weather, based on the weather, I need to predict the COVID cases. So I use the weather, like every time I was fetching the data, streaming the data, I deployed it using the Streamlit, but I use the APIs. So I don't need to fetch or update the data on daily basis. It was doing everything itself. I created the pipelines. So it was taking the data, transforming it, rendering it, and then putting it onto the model and the front end. So that's why this is very useful. Okay, this is we are talking about the development. So these are the, you can also use the SQL Alchemy logging. Again, as I told you, it is very helpful to track your errors, trend, like the how your code is running, so many things. Pay Auto GUI is also very good. This is used for, this is a graphical user interface. Again, this is used for the APIs. Okay, Beautiful Soap, Request Selenium, this is for web scraping. CherryPy is very popular. This is the also the one of the framework popular. Using the APIs, you can work with the in the environment, and you can develop your applications. Okay, here we go. Now we will talk about the, if you want to become expert in desktop application, then you can work with the your tkinter and pqqt, PySide. This is both the same, and Kiwi. This is also, these are very good for the desktop application, these frameworks. Okay, and this is very popular too. There are plenty of options available for the frameworks and the libraries, but I have told you the most important one, most common, and which you should know. Okay, I hope you will have the now clear vision from where you should start. I have also added the tips and tricks too. So don't leave right now. I want to share you more tips with you. Use 20-minute rule. Okay. For what? When you start learning anything, this is not related to your Python only. When you start learning anything, just give yourself, if you're stuck in somewhere, give yourself 20 minutes. Okay, Google it, use ChatGPT, use any resource, talk to your instructor, talk to your mentor, talk to your peers. Okay, if you don't get a solution in within 20 minutes, right, then you need to find out the solution using the resources like ChatGPT. Okay, but spend some time to solve it yourself. Just take the advice from them. Don't try to take the whole code. Just try to resolve it yourself. But if you think like you are not able to solve it even after googling, stack overflow, talking to the instructor, right, Then go with the solution. Just ask someone, just give me the solution. Okay, don't try to spend more than 20 minutes to stuck somewhere and just you are spending 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. It frustrates you. Okay, the most important, keep patience and keep learning. This is the key to success, especially in the programming. Okay, always type the code. This is, I told you, even you are looking at the left side, just type the code right side. Next time you don't even look at that. Especially if you understand the logic, you know when, how, what, why use. Okay, once you are done with the core Python, the functions in the first four steps I have showed you, then pick up some real use case, make some small application. Don't try to be mess up with the complex problems at the initial level. It's not recommended. Don't try to push yourself so hard at initial level so because you become frustrated and you thought, start rethinking, is this the right career opportunity for me? Don't do that thing. Okay, so don't memorize the code. This is again, I'm saying you don't need to memorize the code. Understand the logic only. Take a help of Google or resources, instructor, right? So this was all about over today's Python roadmap. Okay, now you have seen number one, how you start learning Python, what career opportunities you have, and you also know now, like every Python library and framework is not meant to be for all position. Okay, every position have a different way, uh, like the requirement of different Python libraries and functions. Okay, so this is important. And if you need any help, feel free to drop a comment. I forgot to show you one thing more. Let me show you my playlist. So this is the Python playlist. Okay, so here you go. So I have made the many tutorial. I used to add the tutorial on daily basis. Okay, so you can learn from here, start learning the Python from here too. If you have any question, you are stuck in somewhere, my goal is to make you perfect in AI, okay, and in Python too. Even you are stuck somewhere in the development, I can also help you because I have a very good experience. Okay, so in this, I also make the videos on the students problem, so the other students can also learn from your problems too. Okay, so I always share the problem scenario real time and then give the solution too. So if you are facing or stuck in somewhere, anywhere, you can share your problem. I will definitely help you, give you the tips as well, okay, which will help you to become expert in programming. Here you will find my tips and tricks as well, like this use of magic tool tip and organize your life with the nested leaf in 1 minute. I have also did the one live session. In 90 minutes, you will come to know what you need to work in Python. If you, before starting your journey, if you want to watch this video, you can. It is very helpful. And in 10 minutes, also I have given the overview. Okay, this is very, very helpful. Okay. And don't worry, Python is very easy. Okay. And if you want to learn about the data visualization, this is my data visualization series. I used to add one video on different either day on each topic for the whole week. Okay. So keep learning from here. Even if you are facing any question, just let me know. I will definitely make a video on that on the students' problem. I wanted to give them the best solutions. I want you to become expert. Okay, and this is a machine learning series. Okay, I also have a one playlist about the tips. Okay, and I have also shared many tips on the missing value too. So you can watch my, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel and please share, comment, like, and don't forget to subscribe my channel too, so I can help you to become expert in AI. This is my goal. Okay, I have shared my lot of experience with all of you with the tips and recommendation. And thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.